What's up, YouTube? It's Random Tuesday Thoughts. This week kind of seemed long, so it kind of seems like it's been a while since I've done this, but it hasn't been, but I don't know, last week seemed long. I look like I have devil horns. That's kind of cool. So if you notice that I sound better, it's because I got a new microphone, and there'll be a full review for that later. I'm going to play guitar into it and all that jazz. I'm kind of really liking it, because it's really easy to install and whatnot. It's a condenser mic. But anyway, enough of that jazz. So, first things first, and I should have grabbed all this stuff beforehand, but first things first, thank you so much. The Throws and Brews Legend Wings are all sold and gone and on their way to everybody. So thank you so much for all the love and support for these Legend Wings. I think they turned out amazing. I play with mine all the time. Got my zip line in there. Thanks, Jeremy. And I know Jeremy plays with his a ton too. And everybody who's got it has liked theirs and is a big fan. All of them are on their way. The last one shipped yesterday. So everybody will have, everybody who got one, who paid for one, will have a Throws and Brews Legend Wing on the way. Sorry to those who didn't get one, that wanted one. I'm going to try to do another run. It'll be a little different. I think we're going to try to do things kind of exclusively, but we're going to try to do different stuff. And as far as different stuff is concerned, the next thing that I want to do is I wanted to do a Kendama. Some of you saw on Facebook. But by the way, if you don't like me on Facebook, go down and like the Throws and Brews page on Facebook. We're going to go ahead and change gears, because the one that I ordered that I was going to prototype, I was just basically going to get a blank one. And then I was going to finish it and stuff myself. But it took like a month for that one to get here. And, by the time I'm done working on it, and by the time I order them and blah, 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 it was just going to be... And it cost me more than I wanted it to cost, like, for what it is. It's just, it's a very basic, like, kind of $15, $20 Kendama that everybody else would have. It's almost like, I swear, the shape is basically the exact shape. It's the Kendama USA, the tribute, which, I think you can get the silk tributes for like $20, and it was going to cost me it just wasn't not worth it. So, switched gears a little bit, met a guy locally who turns Kendamas, hand turns locally, Custom Kendama Kreations. All of their information is down in the description. Well, all of his information, but he does Custom Kendama Kreations. And he and I are going to work together to kind of do something. It's not going to be anything crazy, but it's going to be a local here in the Pittsburgh area. Hand-turned Kendama. And he's going to paint it like a sort of a matted tama, kind of like this is, but not exactly like the silk. It'll be a little different, but it's just going to be a hand-turned Beechwood Kendama, hand-turned here in Pittsburgh, and we're going to do, I think, black with, like, gold splashes, so it's going to be splashed kind of like a yo-yo. I've never seen, like, Kendamas with, like, a splash, like a yo-yo has a splash, so I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a black with, like, a gold splash. We may even throw some white in there, too. We haven't worked out all the specific details, but I'm kind of thinking 35 shipped is about where they're going to be. And I'm kind of thinking this time, because I know there was a lot of people that wanted the Legend Wings last time, and I know the Legend Wings were cheaper. But I'm kind of thinking this time, like, I got to do at least 10 to kind of do it right, but to do these. But do you guys want to do, like, a pre-order for it? I think that might be the best way to do it. And it would be, at $35, and you're like, well, that's not that cheap. But, these are 35. I actually think these are 36, and that's not shipped. And this is a Sweets Prime custom, and these are 35, and these are made in China, and they paint them in America. This will be all hand turned and hand painted in China for $35 shipped, and it'll be custom. Like, there'll only be like 10 of them. So it'll be pretty cool. It'll be really cool. Is it going to be the greatest Kendama you've ever... might be. I don't know. I don't have one yet. But I think it's going to be cool. It's going to be a cool thing, and basically anybody who does stuff local to Pittsburgh, that to me is sort of just, I'd rather go that route. So let me know down in the comments or shoot me an email if like a pre-order type of thing would be something you'd be interested in. Because if that's the case, like let's say hypothetically 20 people want it, I want everybody to have a chance to get one. So if 20 people want it, I want to make sure I get 20 or 22 or so, just so that I can get them to everybody that wants one. So I'm kind of thinking I want to do a pre-order with the Kendama, and we might just do pre-orders from here on out to get stuff, to do like custom stuff. So everybody gets one, gets what they want, and then, you know, that way we can kind of keep them rolling. You know, it'll be easy to like do a pre-order, pay for them, get them done, and then once they're here, just get everybody, you know, to pay the final and ship them all out. And so, you know, I'd have to think about exactly the logistics of how to do that, but I think that might be the coolest way to do it, is just kind of do a pre-order. That way everybody gets what they want. But that's just my thoughts on that. So thank you again for everybody who got the Legend Wing. I guess that's random thought number 1. Number 2, I promise this one won't be as long of a thought. What do you guys want to see next as far as a yo-yo is concerned? I definitely want to do the Kendama next. That's going to be the next project. But next I want to do a yo-yo. I want to do, I kind of like, Yo-Yo Factory was so good to me for this one. I kind of want to see if we could do something unresponsive. A Replay Pro I think would be great. But I haven't asked them yet. This is straight to you guys first. So we need to kind of figure that out next. So I don't know if that's even a possibility, but tell me, what would you guys like to see? Do you want to see something like a Replay Pro or something, or should I go try to do like just a custom colorway of something else through another yo-yo company? That might be a little harder, and that's gonna cost more money, and might take a longer time. But I mean, eventually I'd like to do something like that too. So you know, tell me what you guys think. Maybe we can even do something like that. I think that might be neat. But, yeah, next yo-yo. Let's talk about that. Let's get that ball rolling. Let's get some ideas started. I know Jeremy Park and I are kind of looking at doing maybe a collaboration between Throws from Brews and Zipline to kind of come up with some kind of yo-yo or something, and maybe do a string that matches as well and just have a whole thing. I think that might be neat, but we'll get there. Lots of ideas, but one at a time. So the Kendama's next. Email me about the if you want to do a pre-order for that type of stuff, and we'll get the ball rolling on that, because I'd like to get that started sooner rather than later, now that all the Legend Wings are out. And then final, it's not a random thought so much, but we got to give away. We got to give away the Freehand Pro, the customized Freehand Pro that I've got. So what's in here is freehand that I've made into a Freehand Pro that's got a gold concave bearing instead of just the regular one, just because I thought it all matched better. Black and gold string, extra strings in here. You know, what more could you want? And it does have, for those of you who asked me, it does have the Freehand Pro. See, it does have the counterweight in here. So it's a red counterweight that matches the yo-yo. And I'm gonna give it away to whomever the winner is. Shipped freely to you as long as you're in America. So I've got it all pulled up here, the random comment picker, and we are going to pick a random winner. Hopefully it's not me. And the random winner is Brian Datz, D-A-T-Z. I'll show you guys who the winner is. Hold on. Oh, sorry, you're going to hit microphones. There we go. Brian Datz. Hopefully that's showing up. Brian said his favorite sub $20 yo-yo is the Skyva. Always felt comfy and finger spins like a demon. So, well, Brian, you're going to get it. You want a Duncan Freehand Pro. A pretty custom one, if I do say so myself. So we'll see how that stacks up to the Skyva in your opinion. But anyway, guys, that's probably gonna do it for me today here. Sorry, I'm banging your microphone off of everything. It sounds terrible, I'm sure. But that's gonna do it for me here today, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. And you know, cheers to you. And I'll see you next time.